Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world. We're back to continue our playthrough of Phoenix Point in the Year 1 edition. Well, we didn't exactly have the results I might have preferred last time, especially making it to our base defense, but now we are faced with a base battle after all. We have a base I want to activate down here, so we have someplace down in the Americas, and I guess you can't get more central than this as far as the Americas are concerned. Problem is, when you check out this base, when you hover over it, there's a 100% infestation chance. So we're going to activate this base, but we're going to have to clean it out, and we got the guys around here to do it. The only problem is when we do activate this base, it does not come with an automatic med bay. We're going to have to build one here. Hopefully after activating we'll still be able to afford to build such a facility. And while all that is, I'm assuming we'll successfully clear it out, I hope. Being in the mist, it probably won't be quite as easy as the average mission, but we will have to then vacate it temporarily to get back up to the next closest base, which is not that close. And do we have a med bay up here? I don't even know if we have a med bay up here. We may have to travel all the way back to Southeast Asia, for goodness sakes, just to get a med bay to heal this team back up so we can do something again. So there you go. I don't see really too many other potential options, unless and the cost to activate any other bases that might have a med bay. No med bay there. So yeah, we're stuck, but I feel like we need to get this activated because we have some ugliness that's been happening around this mist zone with all these destroyed havens with some powerful forces going against it. So I don't think I have a choice. Is there a med bay here? Here, anywhere a med bay. Okay, let's get down here. Enough joking around. I'm putting it off enough. We are going to activate our base. 480 supplies. That's half our freaking supplies right off the bat. Alright, and the base is infested. The activation sequence has revealed intruders within the base. Send a squad to clear out the infestation so the base can be used. Well, guess what? We've already sent the squad. We have the squad. We're going to send this squad in. And the threat level is high, so this will not necessarily be easy. And I'm assuming we have damage already in the base, and there's a few facilities within the base that aren't damaged at all. Guess what the odds are that they're going to try damaging those as we try clearing out the infestation. So this could end up being way too expensive. Yikes. Okay, let's take a look at the team. And I don't know that we're going to have to make that many changes to it, but all items on the battlefield will be recovered because it is our base, and if we are successful, we'll just go around at our leisure and pick these things up. Let's see, I'm probably not going to have to do too much. We do have extra heavy, but that's for our Tiamat team, I would assume. Let's get over here. See if there's any changes I want to make. I don't think there's going to be a whole heck of a lot of changes that I'm going to necessarily want to make. Well, you definitely could carry a little extra here, Lou Gossett, and I'm thinking we're just going to load you up. You got your snipers, and definitely there's, from what I'm familiar with on bases, there's definite alleys quite often in which a sniper shot down those long corridors can be exceptionally valuable. So hopefully that's the case here. We're going to keep on these neural pistols as backup weapons, and maybe, whoops, I don't need to do any of that. Tommy Lee Jones. We got the Bulldog. I guess we're looking at you at getting up close on these guys. Callum, I'm wondering if yeah, unfortunately we can't afford your legs we want for you yet, but I'm wondering Should I, since you're up close kind of a guy anyway, should I give you the Neuraser in case we have a chance to do a capture on this mission? Let's take away some of our grenades and see if we can afford to carry this baby. And we can. So just in case we get close enough and we can do it, we're going to give it to you. In fact, what we're going to do, why don't we just switch out your heavy helmet to give you better... That should be a little better than what you had. I think it provides a tiny bit more protection. So there you go. Tim Allen, you're looking okay, and Will Smith. I don't know how much arc we were able to get within our base. I guess we're about to find out pretty quick. And there's nothing else you can carry, so there we go. We definitely want our frenzy on this one, and you are the designated healer, so we'll keep everything that way, and we're ready to go. Cross your fingers, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be actually my first base kind of mission. I thought our first base mission was going to be defending our base, but now we're going to clear out an infestation in a base. So I have seen these kinds of missions before, but I have not played one of these kind of missions before, so wish me luck. Alright, let's kind of get a sense of where we are. I guess this is kind of the entrance, the landing pad. And nothing in this back area. And this is the corridor I'm familiar with that I refer to as the corridor coming through this way. And there's also something, there's also a room over here. Doesn't quite circle all around. So there, as we're moving up the said corridor, we could always get surprised by someone over on the side here. But my best guess is most of the enemies, and it goes way back. Look at that. Look at some of these rambling corridors that we have to deal with. And we have the upper level up here also. So there's lots of places for these guys to be. So I'm gonna guess and assume that odds are we probably won't have too much over here. My guess is we're gonna start finding the bulk of the enemies back here and up on the second story back here, trying to damage any little freaking thing. In fact, we can see right here, this device is already damaged somewhat. These devices are not, so it's showing me that we have. Do we have power? I don't know. I thought any base that we activated. Here's another damaged facility. So they're going to be damaging our stuff to make it more expensive for me to get this base online, which is just what we do not need after having had another Pandoran attack on our other base. So enough chit chat, enough stalling. Let's figure out what we can do here. As far as the will, we gave you a little extra will, so we can do not quite 3, but we can do 2 frenzies. And I'm thinking maybe right off the bat, since everybody's in the neighborhood, we just do a little frenzy to get us all started. And get us motoring on the way that we need to go. It also allows me, with my snipers not in position, to be able to get them over here. So if we have shots down the alleyway here, we'll be able to do it. We're going to move you, Mr. Priest, Ms. Priest, whatever you are. We're going to move you up here to gain our first sight down in this direction. And nothing. So the value of our snipers is already maybe not so great. At least early on. We're going to bring you up here. If we do need to dash because it's an awkward move, we'll have that ability. And it's not necessary. Obviously, we got fairly decent sight in here, so as I suspected, I'm feeling that room is probably safe. We're going to bring some assaults up here too. Tommy Lee Jones, you're going to join up here. So far, nothing. So we're giving, or being given, the opportunity, and I guess our ceilings are high enough, so I do have opportunities for jet jumps should I need it. Yeah, I can push all the way through if I wanted to. But I think what we'll do is we will push through this way. Oh, we got our first sighting way up high up here. How are we best going to be able to deal with that? Well, I'm thinking what we may need to do, and unfortunately I haven't given you a stick yet. But it is a one-shot kind of a deal. I wonder, is he tucked away enough that I wouldn't be able to see? My snipers hopefully can step out here and get some shots. So Callum, I'm going to send you right up next to this thing up top and see if we can use this new device of ours. I don't know how much paralyzing power it has. I guess it's going to depend on the enemy. But we're going to get you in harm's way just because I believe once we gain sight of this Pandoran up here, our snipers are going to be able to help you out and keep you safe. So that is my... Oh, that's right. You with that one thing that we have with you, you don't have the ability to jet jump. So maybe what we do is we jet jump up here with somebody else. Okay, the ladder. So you'd have to run around and whatnot. So let's jet jump up there with Will Smith, or... Yeah, I just want eyes on that thing, though. I don't want to take blind shots, so that means I'd have to jet jump up there. And now that I'm seeing it, it's down the stairs. So I guess we're going to jet jump right here and do a war cry. The next best thing. And, oh... Yeah, we don't want to deal with that. But fortunately, we're all nearby to help each other out. Should that thing be able to jump down on one of us. And too bad I now did not jump up there, because I think a bash would have just done fine for us. Callum, shall we get you over here next a door or nearby so you guys can back each other up if it decides to try mind controlling you guys? And I do not think we're going to have any kind of... yeah, because he's down those stairs, so there's really no place I can get anybody. I guess what I'm going to do is we're just going to bring our snipers up, have them overwatch for when that thing jumps down at us. Or if it comes down the stairs to come over this way, we'll have it covered and deal with it that way. Should I go even farther? But I don't really want to stand you out in the open for down here in case they can position somebody to shoot down that corridor. So we'll bring both our guys up. And we'll just kind of spread it out and hope as it jumps down, which is probably a moving target, hard to hit, but we're going to hope that we can hit it. In fact, we're going to have 2 of our units up here to be able to hit it on Overwatch. Tom Cruise and Lou Gossett. And see if we... And I'm not really too worried, because worst case scenario, he mind controls one of us. We got so many people around to be able to bash it off. I'm really not concerned. Here we go. And he jumps down. Can we hit a moving target?
Threat eliminated.
Good job, Tom Cruise. I love it. All right, we got our first Overwatch set against us. And we can see our first enemy. He's got a pistol. So there we go. I'm wondering... That's the only enemy we've seen so far. Pretty crazy. I wonder if we have anybody close enough. Like you, Tom Cruise, that can run up and quick aim. And give us our first bit of hurt on this guy. And then I wonder if we have the ability with you, Lou Gossett. That gives you a shot too. So let's get our 2 snipers up here. Then we'll be able to fan out with everybody else for any further protection. But so far, any enemies have been at a distance. Any enemies have been... And you know, the Mindfragger's way over here. I could have sworn he jumped off this. Does that mean the impact of our shot flew him across the room and onto the floor over here? That's one powerful sniper rifle. Let's get you up here, Tom Cruise.
I've got a visual.
Uh-oh. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Okay, you're way far back. And I guess my only question with you being way far back, do you have a weapon? You do not. So I'm really not too worried about you, other than what kind of damage you're going to do to my facilities. All right. All right, we're gonna focus on that double perception head. As far as his torso, do we have a shot on the torso at all? Not telling me I do based on his angle. So let's focus on the head, and hopefully we can zero in on it.
Take that.
And he's got a bleeding head, and he has now disappeared. That's what I was trying to get a good read on the torso. I guess I could have checked out his information ahead of time, but now it's not available. And Tom Cruise, you are exposed to him if we are not, unable to find out where he's going to be and where he might have moved to. Usually when they get hurt, they don't move too far away. And yeah, I don't get into this too much of this pixel hunting. Okay, I did some. We're going to move and rush some more out there because this open area seems to be somewhat clear. What I will do is maybe I can move Lou Gossett up anyway, and he might, if we're lucky, have a shot on the other Arthron over there. Let's try it. He's in your sights all right. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to go with a little more powerful shot and see if we can give him a little more hurt than we would have normally done. We disabled the leg, so he needs his speed to be able to close in on us, so that hurt him. Without killing him, we at least hurt him. And he is one of those champions, so 310 hit points to start. Wow. Happy to have some hurt on this guy.
5 by 5.
I'm kind of thinking we do have a way. Well, I see this ladder here, but it doesn't seem to give me access to anything important. Yeah, the ladder to nowhere is what it looks like. So we'll just kind of continue our advance through this room, take what cover we can. I'm going to hold off on doing dashes too much. I'm going to try just utilizing our regular speed of our assaults, and I don't see... Yeah, that's a pure wall, so we don't have to worry about being flanked on that side either if we move up in that way. So we're gonna dash Tim Allen over here to this full cover. Oh, we had some Overwatch, and I don't think he hit. And that's the guy that we hit. So, fine. You had your chance, you had your shot, and you blew it. So now we know where he ran to. Told you, they don't usually run too far. He was like right over here somewhere. I just didn't pixel hunt the right pixels. The right pixels at the right time.
Let's show him what we can do.
So maybe I want to give one of my assaults a chance. You're still pretty far away. Plus we hurt your leg, so I think I might be out of range. The only problem is by coming up semi-close here, if I were to dash. Who knows what else I'll see, but we're going to dash. Because I like to dash. have a shot, and let's see if this shot is good.
Ready to engage.
And looks like, fortunately, we can kill, and he won't have to worry about disappearing on us.
Target down.
All right. So now we got Mr. Arthron that we know of in the back. Tim Allen, you're done. You're going to stay right there no matter what happens now. Our snipers are exposed, but fortunately nobody else is out here, so I'm kind of thinking this is an opportunity to start positioning our heavies.
Let's roll.
Oh, someone else. Okay, he's pretty distant also. Let's find out if he's distant with a gun. No, he's distant with a heck of a lot of hit points. That's what he's distant with. But I'm fine having these guys come at us at a distance for the moment. Callum, just in case a shooter comes towards us, we're going to run you over to this side, trying to get you closer onto this side to help us out. And Will Smith. Let's get you back here. You can maybe lob a grenade or two if we need it. And I think our positioning is just about there. We're going to hide you, the priest, right here in the corner, or behind the wall here. Poison worm. Oh, we got a sniper active. We have an active sniper. Ooh, I was afraid he was going to be able to take a swipe at us, and that hurt leg, really, you could tell the maneuverability here was deteriorated. We got a worm over here, just a random worm. Is there anything shooting worms? I haven't noticed anything about anybody shooting worms, just kind of a random worm. This is the one that concerns me out of everybody, that concerns me the most, and he's kind of guarded by a machine gun guy over here. So, yeah. So I'm wondering how best do I want to approach this. Is that hallway? Yeah, and that hallway is not high, not conducive to a grenade. This center room that we're in is a great setup for grenades, but not any hallways. The ceiling is a little too low. I think what I'm going to do, yeah, our snipers are going to be way out of position. So maybe what we'll do, at least now that we know the sniper's back here, we just kind of pull everybody back a little bit. We can set a bunch of overwatch against the machine gun. At least those shots that we have left over after dealing with these two Arthrons. I'm probably going to keep you sitting right there, Tommy Lee Jones, just so you can take 2 shotgun close-up shots.
Preparing
See
to
if
fire.
they're going to be as good as I hope. Now he's got these strong guys got a hefty bit of armor, but fortunately we can get through the armor on the arm real easy. Is there anything else I want to focus on? Well, we'll focus on the arm first, just to get rid of that big ol' honkin' shield. And there goes that big ol' honkin' shield. Now if we go back on that arm, that'll give him a big old bit of hurt. And that's probably the most, well, that arm is not a guarantee to take out. So I think what we're going to do is, this is the way we can do the most overall damage to this guy, is hit him in the arm again. Hit him where it hurts. And then hopefully we got somebody else that can finish him off. Maybe you, Tim Allen. In fact, we'll pop you a little farther forward.
On the move.
We'll take a look at what the shot looks like from here. Focus big on that head. So you just don't have the pop to be able to take him out. Unless we take out the arm, get rid of the spitter, but he has what look, is that a spitter head? I don't think that is a spitter head. So let's see if we can't hit that arm, take out the arm, and make him useless. useful still. He's still useful. We'll keep you right there for the moment. We do have my heavy over here. Do I dare bring you up, say, here and just zap, zap, zap to see if we can... Of course, is he going to bleed out anyway? Is that... if he's paralyzed, he's still going to bleed out, isn't he? Let's get it... because it's all new to me, I want to use this gun here. And Callum, you're the one I'm going to experiment with. So there. So he's got 8 paralysis. We still need a lot more. So I can see, paralysis-wise, this may not be the most ideal weapon. I don't know if we don't have quite enough for another shot. So let's kind of retreat a little bit. Got a little experience with that. It's going to give me, what, 8 paralysis at a time? I wonder if that's consistent with any enemy. We'll see. Gotta learn this game, and that seemed like a safe place to try that one out and get a little learning done. Where is the next one that we want to take care of? We want to take care of this guy, and then we want to kind of have Overwatch set for some of these others over here.
Five by 5.
I'm thinking we're going to come over here. And we're going to see if we can get a shot off in the distance at the Arthron that is in the back that we've injured. Let's see if we have a shot. In fact, no, I don't want to come out. I just am hesitant to come too close out of the open in case this guy is able to get a shot off. But he's going to have to move. Now we're going to stay a little bit distant. We're going to do the quick aim. And see what this shot looks like. He's hidden pretty well behind that shield, that's for sure. We're going to center on the pincer with a chance to hit an arm if we're errant a little bit. And if we hit the shield, that's not going to matter.
I'll get him next time.
Yeah, I wish you would have got him this time. Lugasset. Quick aim. We're gonna do that same kind of attack. So it looks like we did damage the pincer after all last time, even though we didn't apparently, because the pincer was full strength before. Almost guarantee it. And he no longer has a pincer. So I do believe, let's take a look. He has no attack. And let's take a look at this guy. He has a pincer. So we got to worry about this guy still. But we have an out to that one. Just means we aren't going to have a whole heck of a lot of Overwatch. We can jump right over here and bash him. Means we're going to be right, so maybe we do it right here and bash him, so at least we got a wall between us, even though at that close range, if he's charging up, it's not going to do us much good. And Tim Allen, I'm going to move you farther back once again, or... Do these tanks explode? Do I have to worry about exploding tanks? If he shoots a machine gun at me, we're going to move you right here.
Moving to coordinates.
That means Lou Gossett. We can either put you on pistol overwatch from there or move you to a tiny bit of cover. We'll move you to the tiny bit of cover because what's a pistol overwatch going to do anyway, right? Here we can do our pistol overwatch because what the heck, we don't have to worry about getting hit in that cover that we're in. Hopefully this guy runs away because he can't do any damage to us, and this guy walks into some overwatch, some unscary pistol overwatch, but hey, it's overwatch just the same, and we're going to run up here to try a little overwatch. Give the priest a chance to shoot instead of frenzy. And Missy Pile, let's get you in cover. Let's find out if he's going to be tempted to shoot long range or not. And he was not. So we're going to do our own little bit of overwatch in case he comes down the corridor.
Holding position.
Okay, he stays put because there's nothing he can do except bleed. Oh, grenade. He had the grenade launcher. Did I not notice that weapon? I was so focused on the machine gun. Yikes. This is a team that doesn't need any more injuries. Yeah, okay, I saw the machine gun right away and I didn't even pay attention to that freaking launcher arm. Well, he's going to pay for that transgression. Except there's a worm in the way and there's a sniper Triton in the way. Not happy about him having a grenade. Fortunately, well, you're hurting the most. But fortunately, I don't think that hurt was extreme. Yeah, Tommy Lee, it's not extreme, and you do have all your body parts for the moment. So what's my best play here? Can we get up? We can get up close against this Triton Hitman. I think that's where the Triton Hitman went, and he sure did. He's got 210 hit points. I'm leaning towards the fact that we could probably hustle bustle up here. Does he have return fire in any way, shape, or form? No. And he hasn't done that obnoxious mist yet. My question is, if I do my two, I'm thinking, because this guy doesn't have a lot of hit points, a close-up attack takes him out. And there's a chance a close-up attack with a shotgun will take him out at 210 hit points, zeroed in on the right spot. My question is, how many other enemies are we going to expose by doing that, and how will we expose ourselves? So what I'm going to do is we're going to take Tim Allen because you're the healthy one. We're going to do the guaranteed kill, the one I know we can kill, and I'm worried about his return fire. We're going to bring you, in fact, we're going to, you have the will, we're going to dash you over here so we can get out of harm's way should it prove to be a little more dangerous than it seems right now. And we didn't see anybody else, so that's a good thing. We're going to take our shotgun and we're going to aim. And we are going to pay him back for bombing us in the head. Where else? Tim Allen, we can still run you away if we need to. So I'm kind of thinking... we definitely can take care of the worm. Okay, we can't definitely take care of the worm by running up there because you're just a step off. You have slightly better range. You're also lacking in bash range also. Which means, what options do I have against the worms? And is that option good enough against the worm? Well, I guess the only way we're going to find out is to see if Lou Gossett can hit the worm at range and get up here and quick aim and give it a shot. Well, that ain't no guaranteed worm hit, but we're gonna try it. Woohoo! Way to aim in there and hit that baby. Okay. Now that I'm so excited there, does this guy, he has the sniper rifle. What if I war cried? Because the action points is 3 to use it. He doesn't have a backup pistol. So he's incapacitated by a simple war cry.
I'm ready.
Which I can get close enough for by going right here.
On the double.
That means I now feel comfortable dashing Tommy Lee Jones, who still has will to do it. For the moment. And what's the best way? That ladder might be in the way a little bit. So let's try this spot and see if we got a shot. We do, but we don't know what's in the way. Let's try it first with the shotgun. And we're real close to being able to taking him out, but it's not a guarantee. But he's war cried, right? So let's just hurt him, and it's he can't go hiding. It's just regeneration. Let's just do a quick peek with a more focused weapon. He's still moving. I thought they had updated to where they aren't going to be moving like this. Let's go back to the shotgun. And I just like our chances better with the shotgun, I think. Let's blast away and see if we can get lucky. Oh, not even close to what we said. But he is bleeding. He's got a disabled leg. And he can't shoot us because he doesn't have enough action points. So we're going to bring you up here, Tim Allen, to get you in cover. Just in case there's something else out there. Callum, it's time to run you forward somewhere. And I'm not seeing a lot of damage happening to these facilities yet on the second floor, which is a good thing. I just want to zap this. I don't need to. I can ignore this guy, but I want to zap him some more next turn and just see how that works if he's bleeding out. I want to get a sense for, do I waste time in the future on future episodes, future mission, even worrying about somebody who's bleeding, or if I paralyze him, does that change anything with the bleeding, or I have to hurry and end the mission before he bleeds out to get that corpse? I need to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Tom Cruise, we're going to dash you up here, I guess, in the middle of nowhere, standing in the open. Well, how about this? Since you have that hefty sniper ammo. And our priest. And we also have a heavy. Maybe our heavy is going to take our first look. Do we have the ability to jet jump to the second floor? No, we do not. So we dash to the base of the ladder so we can start clearing the upstairs. And we bring our priest in that general direction with a tiny bit of cover. There we go. Let's see if we hear anybody else, or if they decide to run out and see us. Okay, he spewed my favorite mist. Callum, we're going to be able to do 3 zaps on this guy. Oh, actually, can we zap from there? Is that what it's telling me? No, I can't. I got to be next to him. So we're gonna come up next to him, and we'll get 3 zaps. So he's got a lot of paralysis on him, and 24 out of 20. So one more zap gets him paralyzed. The question will be, can we finish the mission before he bleeds out and get our first corpse? I don't know. Let's find out. We've got this guy over here, and we're just going to run up next to him so we can see him. I'd rather run up next to him out of the mist. I think that would be sufficient right here.
I'm going. Enemy contact.
Yeah, we know. Get out of the mist. And let's shoot.
Taking aim.
Tommy Lee Jones, we need to get up the ladders because I have a feeling we're going to find some more friends up high. This looks like nice cover to take a first peek.
Hope I'm not leaving myself exposed.
Yeah, me too. We're going to get our heavy
5
up
by
top.
5.
How about here?
Dashing ahead.
You know, for high difficulty, there's got to be more than just these few enemies we have down here. Does that mean when I paralyze this guy? Oh, we finished our movement, so let's finish your movement. When I paralyze this guy, this turn's going to be over. Well, let's get you to the base of the ladder so you can get up high. Lou Gossett next time. Tom Cruise, let's see if we can get you to the base of the ladder to get you, because yeah, you can't do it this turn. We're going to get you up high next time. And we're getting ourselves positioned to go up high next time. That's another way to go up over here. But I don't want to go through the mist. So there's a way up back in here. So we'll try getting to the base of that ladder.
What are we doing?
With you, Will Smith. Well, not quite.
I'm not sure about this.
And Lou Gossett, you're done. Tom Cruise, you're done. And the priest, we'll get him near the ladder too. Why not? Alright, let's see if we get him paralyzed, if that tells me this is the only enemy. If so, this was not a very infested base, by the way I measure. Yes? No? Maybe so? Yeah! There you go! We cleared out the infestation. What do you know? So we do have a ton of injuries that we have to get fixed. We need a med bay. We need a living quarters because our stamina is cannot be good after this. But at least everybody got some experience down here. And there we go. Base infestation cleared. Nothing recovered. Unfortunately, we get no kind of bonuses or hoorah kind of things. Our forces have successfully eliminated the Pandoran intruders. The base is now operational, although we still have things we need to fix, unfortunately. Let's replenish our ammo. Let's take a look at the base. Fabrication satellite. So the energy jet, we have energy. What do you know? Right away, I do want to repair this if it's not too expensive. And I consider that not too expensive. Fabrication I don't need right away. We can hold off on that. And let's check out the cost of a med bay. We can't afford it. We need 100, so we're short on tech. Well, we have a Tiamat that perhaps can help us with some negotiations. We'll see what's near the Tiamat base. We also have some exploration sites going on. Maybe we'll get lucky with an exploration site. In fact, let's refresh our memory. Yeah, stamina needs to be repaired. We're almost done exploring there. And we're on our way to explore over here. So let's hope we find some goodies. I did decide to pass up the Disciples of Anu base. Recorded this mission before I could get any feedback from the last mission. And I've made the call. Research-wise, what did we get? Arthron Vivisection. Oh, because we've captured an Arthron. What does it do? Damage inflicted on Arthrons is increased by 10%. Well, let's add it to the mix, guys. Add it to the mix. I think there's, we do Pandora virus, I think that's a story advancing kind of research. We're going to continue with it. This only gets us materials, which, well, I guess we need everything, but we'll hold off on that. We're going to see if we can trade some food for what we need over here. And then let's get the Pandoran Spawnery and Arthron Vivisection up in the research ladder. So let's just move them up for now. And we'll put the Fireworm and Pandora Virus ahead of those two. Yeah, there we go. Now it's time to advance time. I'm thinking, where do I want to fly the Helios? I guess we do need to move out of here. Nothing that says this base can't be attacked, but boy, I'll be keeping my eyes open if they're going to attempt to do that on us. And let me just double check one more time. Does this base have a med bay? Ooh, satellite link under construction still. No med bay. So I believe the next closest med bay is, ooh, but it's being repaired. Actually, it's not being repaired because we need to repair it. This repair we can afford. 3 days. It's not going to take us 3 days to get there. So I think we stay put where we are, guys. We are hung out to dry, our B team. We got to hope we find and can explore and find. We have a scavenging site right here. So Manticore is going to explore here to see if we can get some quick supplies, and then we're going to go to our scavenging site. Remember we had that one action over here. I don't even remember what it was. We visited a base and we learned the site. In fact, here's the two scavenging sites. So we can get ourselves back into business. We're going to do the exploration just because it's probably the quickest way to get resources if we get lucky. And then we can do the scavenging missions to get our supplies back in order. And we got our A-team to do that. What better to do that than with the A-team? I guess we'll do the A-team on one, and maybe just for experience, I'll send the Tiamat down there. Yeah, way over here after they've done exploring their site to give this low-level team some experience on a scavenging site, maybe. So let's just get the timer going, make it happen. Abandoned military base. No hostile forces have been detected, but there are probably some resources we can find here. So we're going to search. Very good. Now the question becomes, is that enough to build a med bay in this base? Yes, it is. And we're spending. So we're just going to sit here for 3 days as opposed to traveling somewhere else because it's going to take us probably almost 3 days to travel somewhere, getting there, getting back, and worse. So we'll just sit here for the 3 days. The other thing we got to do, though, is we got to get more supplies, and the scavenging mission will supply that. We need a living quarters, and what is necessary for our living quarters? 250. So it's mostly materials that we'll need right at the moment for living quarters. So that is our next priority. We're living on the edge here ever since I couldn't get to that base in time. And I'm telling you, my eyes look over here every single time now. Tiamat, what are we looking at as far as your crew? Let's see what they need. Veronica, you are fully equipped and good enough to do a mission. You are not. Duh, you are not. We have Kurt Russell, who has no armor. We have... Let's see. Well, you're wearing the assault helmet. I don't think we have any other kind of assault. No, we have an assault legs. We could give you no assault body armor. No, it is assault body armor. What do you know? You are equipped now, Charles Dutton. Dana Winter, you could use some heavy stuff, and we can equip you with some heavy stuff. Just no leg armor. Feeling a little top heavy, are we? Oh, let's see. And then Nikolai. So there we actually have a fair amount of armor. Unfortunately, we have no mutagens, and we can't afford any other kind of armor protection. Let's see. Are you allowed to wear? No, you're not allowed to wear any of that funky armor, unfortunately. We can apparently only mutate you, Kurt Russell, so you're kind of a little vulnerable in your current state. But we do have the Scarab, so what we could do is you could be riding in the Scarab on a scavenging mission, just jump out, grab stuff, jump out, grab stuff. And if we had to, we could have two of you in there, Brooke Adams and what does your head do again? It radiates hope. Oh, you're good for recovering will, so I don't know how long we could jump you out to recover will at the start of a turn and keep you. So yeah, we can survive this thing. We can maybe get away with doing a scavenging mission. We definitely need to get these guys some experience so we can gear them up and have an effective team in some way, shape, or form. We can at least give a pistol and whatnot to give them some options here. We can have grenades or two. We can have med kits for healing and kind of deal. Actually, you can carry one of those. And you'll be able to jump out of the vessel and heal. What we will do is we'll switch. There we go. We can carry extra ammo, all that stuff. So the only thing is we got to be careful with you guys is you're very vulnerable getting hit. So we just got to keep you in the Scarab as much as possible so we don't have to worry about getting you hit. Jump you out when we need your services, and I think we'll make this work. So that long discussion here and taking a look at our team has made me realize now I can know where to send the Tiamat. And we're going to send the Tiamat. Let's see if we get any preview by clicking on these things. No, there's no way to get a preview on these sites till we get there. So let's move on down here. Let's explore. Longinus Point. Longinus Point is a well-armed and extremely isolated haven that rarely deals with the outside world. Its leader, Justinian Cineweird, we'll call him Cineweird, once a prominent member of New Jericho, split with Tobias West over the latter's obsession with genetic purity, taking much of Vanadium's old advanced genetics warfare division with him. The split led to an extremely bloody two-day battle in June of 2043, and they have remained sworn enemies since. Cineweird has contacted our operatives and allowed them into the haven, but only because he needs our help. After we broke from West, he explains, we named our new organization Alchemy, because we intended to have the kind of flexibility West is incapable of. But it seems we are lacking the right alchemist. The alchemist in question is a geneticist now working for the disciples of Anu. Cineweird wants this individual retrieved and is willing to pay for our services. Well, this isn't getting me freaking things that I want, and I don't want to really... I wonder if it's a timed mission. Actually, what I can do is share our insights about this thing with New Jericho. Probably gain some positive points from New Jericho is what I'm thinking. I don't think I need to help an isolated haven at all at this point, especially stealing him from the disciples of Anu and doing that. So we're actually going to work with New Jericho on this one, see if that helps our relations at all. New Jericho's attitude to the Phoenix Project +10. Although we took a hit on Synedrian, who could have predicted?
The equipment you helped us recover from that satellite control base has been invaluable. But for the next part of West's plan, we need something a little more exotic. A pre-war AI capable of accessing and rebooting certain military satellites. The kind of satellites that no one was supposed to know about. In other words, precisely the kind of thing West pays extra attention to. We have identified where one of these AI units is located, in an old Scarab vehicle left to rust somewhere near the following coordinates.
All right, let's download the coordinates, find out where this is.
With the help of the Phoenix Project, New Jericho is going to stop the Pandorans forever. Tobias said as much to me, and he doesn't lie. He can be a difficult man to work for, a perfectionist, but he always tells the truth.
All right, so we have a new site, Phase 2 for New Jericho. This will get us those relations we want so we can start producing our own ammo for those weapons that we cherish so much from New Jericho. And let's see what it says. Phase 2 is right up here. So we have to find and capture an AI with a satellite command and control system. So I'm sure this base up here, being in the mist at this point, is protected or controlled by somebody. We don't know who yet, but it sure would help our relations with New Jericho. So I'm thinking, what I'm thinking is we're going to run over. We got one Tiamat coming down for this scavenging site, and I need to do this scavenging site with the Manticore so that we can get that base operational and get our B team going as soon as possible, because right now technically they are locked in place. Their stamina sucks. Their health doesn't suck, but it's not ideal. So I think we have a priority before doing the Phoenix Point mission, or excuse me, the New Jericho mission up north, to do the scavenging site first. So we're going to head over here, and then after that we can head north, provided our stamina is okay. And then the Tiamat will be able to follow up and hopefully handle this scavenging site. So that is our move. That's our plan. And here we are. We have a medium threat level against the Forsaken. So I'm hoping we can handle that just fine. But we're not going to do it this episode. We're going to come back next time. Hope you enjoyed this episode. We're not in the most ideal position, having lost that, or having to repair that base, but with these two scavenging sites coming up, that's really going to make me feel better, that we may have some more supplies to work with and do what we want, and we'll try being a little more careful going forward. This is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. Give me a thumbs up. I sure do appreciate those. Love hearing from y'all in the comments, and hope to see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.